Welcome to BrightBoundX, the channel where we venture beyond the boundaries of conventional science and explore the mysteries that challenge everything we thought we knew about our universe. I'm your host, and today, we're diving into one of the most captivating cosmic mysteries of our time, a mystery that has transformed the way astronomers observe the heavens and sparked debates that will reshape our understanding of the cosmos itself. Here's the question that's haunting every observatory on Earth. What if something truly alien, something that shouldn't exist according to our current models of stellar mechanics, is passing through our solar system right now? What if we're witnessing the first undeniable evidence that we're not alone? And most critically, what if we only have weeks left to gather the answers before it vanishes behind the sun forever? Stay with us as we unravel the cosmic mystery of Threeia Atlas. It started like any other night at observatories around the world. But on July 1st, 2025, the asteroid terrestrial impact vast alert system or Atlas detected something that would shatter the quiet routine of astronomical research. An object was approaching Earth's solar system with unprecedented velocity. Within hours, every major telescope on the planet swiveled toward this solitary point of light. The James Webb Space Telescope, the Hubble Observatory, Sphere X, every instrument humanity had engineered to pierce the darkness of space suddenly converged on a single target. What made this discovery extraordinary wasn't just the object itself, it was what the data revealed when scientists examined historical records. The object hadn't appeared on July 1st. The Transiting Exoplanet Survey satellite had actually captured it on May 7, 2025, 2 months earlier. But because TESS was designed to hunt for distant alien worlds, it had overlooked this intruder in its own backyard. The implications were staggering. This object wasn't just moving through our solar system, it was traveling at speeds that defy conventional gravitational capture. Scientists quickly confirmed what they were seeing. This was a hyperbolic trajectory, a path that proved beyond that came from beyond our stellar boundaries. The third interstellar object ever detected. They named it Threeia Atlas. To understand what makes Threeia Atlas so profoundly different, we must first examine its predecessors, two cosmic visitors that arrived before us, each teaching us invaluable lessons about the nature of interstellar travel. The first was anomaly, a cigar-shaped rock that tumbled into our solar system in 2017 from a distant star. Scientists still argue about anomaly's true nature. Was it a comet, an asteroid, an artificial probe? The debate continues. But one thing was clear, it was endowed. It exhibited properties that defied standard astronomical classification. Then came to Borisov in 2019, the middle child that few paid attention to. Yet Borisov told a remarkable story. It behaved exactly like a comet should. It contained frozen water. It developed a coma as solid heat activated sublimation, and it followed predictable patterns. The only extraordinary fact was that Borisov came from another star system. In every other respect, it was comfortingly familiar. But Threeia Atlas. Threeia Atlas appeared to break every rule in the astronomical handbook. Consider the logistics of space travel. When NASA launched the Voyager probe directly toward Jupiter, the journey required between 18 and 23 months to reach Jupiter's orbit. The Voyagers were among humanity's fastest spacecraft, powered by cutting-edge propulsion systems. Now examine Threeia Atlas's trajectory. May 7, 2025, detected beyond Jupiter's orbit by TESS. July 1, 2025, observed between Jupiter and Mars, a journey of millions of kilometers in less than 2 months. September 2025, passing Mars. October 29, 2025, closest approach to the Sun. Spring 2026, but beyond Jupiter's orbit. This object is moving through interstellar space with a velocity that natural celestial bodies simply cannot achieve unless powered by something. It travels at speeds approximately 3 to 4 times faster than the Voyagers, with no observable propulsion system. The mathematics are unambiguous. Threeia Atlas exhibits a hyperbolic trajectory that proves they cannot be gravitationally bound to our solar system. It entered our cosmic neighborhood and will exit it, never to return unless something intervenes. Here's where Threeia Atlas enters the realm of the genuinely inexplicable. Comets, as we understand them, are massive chunks of frozen water mixed with rocks, dust, and gases. They reside in the cold reaches of the outer solar system, existing in a state of absolute dormancy. Only when they approach the Sun specifically, only when they pass through Jupiter's orbit into the asteroid belt do they accumulate sufficient thermal energy to begin sublimation. This is the process by which ice transforms directly into gas without passing through a liquid state. This sublimation creates the comet's distinctive comet bright, fuzzy halo and the iconic tail that has captured human imagination for millennia. But Tess observed something shocking. Threeia Atlas was already brilliant when it was detected beyond Jupiter's orbit on May 7th, and it continued growing brighter with each passing day, accumulating luminosity at an accelerating rate. This is the astronomical equivalent of discovering ice spontaneously burning. It violates established models of planetary physics. A water-ice comet simply cannot initiate sublimation at that distance from the Sun. The solar energy is insufficient, yet the data was unambiguous. Threeia Atlas was releasing enormous quantities of material into space, creating its coma when it should have been inert. Scientists faced an uncomfortable conclusion. Either our understanding of cometary physics was fundamentally flawed, or we were observing something that didn't conform to natural processes we understood. As Threeia Atlas approached the inner solar system, terrestrial observatories conducted increasingly detailed spectroscopic analysis. The results were revolutionary. The coma surrounding Threeia Atlas is composed almost entirely of carbon dioxide, not water vapor, not nitrogen, not the standard molecular composition of known comets. Carbon dioxide, and the ratios defy comprehension. The CO2 to H2O ratio measured at 8 to 1, meaning there is approximately 16 times more carbon dioxide in this object than what exists in an average comet. This isn't a minor variance. This is an inversion of cosmic chemistry. The CO2 cloud expanded to unprecedented proportions, a radius of approximately 300,000 kilometers. That's nearly half the diameter of the Sun itself. The cloud grew to dimensions that far exceeded initial projections, suggesting a massive central core releasing incomprehensible volumes of gas. This revelation forced scientists to recalculate the object's dimensions. Initial estimates suggested a 20-kilometer core, then refined calculations proposed 11 kilometers. But the volume of gas being expelled required a much larger source. Current models suggest the solid object at the cloud's center could measure as much as 46 kilometers across. Here's the profound implication. This object formed in a stellar system with fundamentally different raw materials than our own. The molecular ratios are completely inverted. The chemistry is alien in the truest sense, not synthesized by Earth-based processes, but conclusive elements arranged in proportion that suggest an entirely different cosmic origin. Just when the scientific community thought the revelations had reached their limit, the Very Large Telescope in Chile, yes, that's its actual designation, detected something that would prove even more perplexing. The coma of Threeia Atlas contained nickel metal, detectable, measurable, present in significant quantities. But there was no iron. To understand why this matters, you must comprehend cosmic metallurgy. Iron and nickel are the universe's most abundant heavy metals. They are forged in the hearts of dying stars, created through nuclear fusion in environments of incomprehensible temperature and pressure. When stars explode as supernova, these metals are ejected light years of space, becoming the fundamental building blocks of asteroids, moons, and planetary cores. Iron and nickel are inseparable cosmic partners. They are always found together, always, without exception, throughout every asteroid, every meteorite, every cosmic object we have ever examined, except the Threeia Atlas. The only scenario in which nickel and iron separate is through deliberate human industrial processing. We have developed technologies to extract and purify nickel, isolating it from iron through controlled chemical reactions. We do this in factories, with intention, with purpose. The presence of isolated nickel metal in Threeia Atlas's comet suggests one of three possibilities. Either our understanding of cosmic chemistry is fundamentally incomplete, or we are observing the result of an industrial process, or we are witnessing something that challenges every assumption we've made about natural celestial processes. None of these possibilities are comfortable. With each discovery, the scientific community faced an uncomfortable question. Could we be observing an artificial construct? Let us be clear. The scientists proposing such possibilities are not fabricating explanations from imagination. They are taking established observational data and extrapolating logical, albeit unconventional interpretations. Consider the evidence. The brightness puzzle. Threeia Atlas brightened as it approached Jupiter, far more dramatically than solar heating alone could explain. This brightness could indicate early sublimation of its unusual sea-outer composition, or it could indicate the activation of propulsion systems or thermal venting from an artificial structure. The biological hypothesis. Some theorists propose that Threeia Atlas is surrounded by a CO2 cloud because it functions as a habitable vessel. Organisms residing within not necessarily organic organisms, but perhaps silicon-based or exotic forms of life could be consuming local resources, inventing carbon dioxide as a metabolic byproduct, precisely as humans exhale CO2 after breathing oxygen. The organism theory. Others have advanced the hypothesis that Threeia Atlas might be a living entity unto itself, perhaps a massive cosmic organism that travels through interstellar space, consuming dust and gases, and releasing CO2 as biological waste similar to how cells metabolize nutrients and generate carbon dioxide. The spacecraft construct, and then there is the straightforward interpretation that Threeia Atlas is an artificial spacecraft. The unusual trajectory, the impossible velocity, the chemical anomalies, the isolated nickel metal, all of these could be characteristics of an engineered vessel designed for interstellar navigation. Now, are any of these theories likely? Statistically, probably not. But here's the critical point. As of this moment, no scientist can definitively prove that any of these scenarios is impossible. The data does not exclude these possibilities. It merely indicates that they are less probable than explanations rooted in conventional physics. Yet we cannot dismiss them entirely. We are running out of time. Threeia Atlas will pass behind the Sun in late October 2025, disappearing from human observation until December. During this window, we will learn very little. The object will be obscured by solar radiation and luminosity. However, we have one critical opportunity. In early October 2025, Threeia Atlas will fly near Mars at a distance of approximately 28 million kilometers. This is close enough for the European Space Agency's Mars Express and ExoMars Trace Gas Orbiter to conduct high-resolution observations using advanced imaging systems and color analysis equipment. We will not obtain beautiful close-up photographs, but we should gain enough resolution to distinguish the central solid object from the surrounding gas cloud. We may for the first time obtain visual data about the object's shape, structure, and composition. Then comes the most tantalizing possibility. On March 16, 2026, Threeia Atlas will pass Jupiter at a distance of 53 million kilometers. NASA's Juno spacecraft has been orbiting Jupiter since 2016, gathering unprecedented data about the giant planet. The spacecraft was scheduled for end-of-life disposal in September 2025, a planned crash into Jupiter's atmosphere. But NASA is now considering an alternative, redirecting Juno to intercept Threeia Atlas during its Jovian passage. This would be humanity's best opportunity to conduct close-range analysis of this enigmatic object as it departs our solar system. If we can redirect Juno,
We could finally answer the questions that have obsessed astronomers for months. We could potentially capture images that reveal whether Threeia Atlas is a natural object, a technological construct, or something that defies our categorical frameworks entirely. This is the last window. After March 2026, Threeia Atlas will venture back into interstellar space, carrying its secrets with it, perhaps never to return. The mystery of Threeia Atlas reminds us that the universe is far stranger, far more complex, and far more wonderful than our current models can fully encompass. We have discovered something that challenges the boundaries of our understanding, and the clock is ticking. If you're as captivated by this cosmic mystery as we are, we need your support. Please like this video to help our analysis reach more curious minds. Share this content with friends, colleagues, and fellow seekers of truth because mysteries like this demand collective investigation and collaborative interpretation. And most importantly, subscribe to BrightBoundX to ensure you receive updates on Threeia Atlas as new observations emerge, as data is analyzed, and as humanity's greatest observatories continue to pierce the cosmic veil. We're living through one of the most extraordinary periods in astronomical history. Join us as we document it together. This is BrightBoundX. The universe is waiting.